Hi, welcome to Pat's Card Corner. I'm Pat. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I am just hopping on with this quick video to show you how to make these really easy Post-it note holders. So the new catalog is getting ready to come out on August 4th, the holiday catalog, and I sent one of these little pads along with the wish list, a wish list, and some information and a catalog to people I know that stamp with me. So just thought I would show you how to make one of these yourself. They're really easy, super simple, and I made about 20 of them in about a half an hour, so you can tell that they go pretty quick. So what you're going to need, these are the finished ones, what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of cardstock, and we're actually going to cut this. I already cut the other pieces. I didn't cut this one because we're going to cut and score this piece. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to put this right here so you can see it. Move my other pieces so you can see what we're going to do. So I'm going to cut this at 3 1/4 inches and by 8 inches. I have to scoot my little arm out here. By 8 inches. Okay, and now we're going to score it, and we're going to score it at 2 inches, at 2 3/8. So we're going to scoot it over to 2 3/8, at 5 1/2, and at 5 7/8. Be real careful there. Okay, there we have it. Put this away. And now we're going to take this piece and we're going to score it really well right on the score lines. And when you've scored something, you'll have like an indented side and then the bumpy side. The bumpy side is the inside. It just folds better if you fold it that way. So we're just gonna fold this up, give it a quick little burnish here with my bone folder, and there you go. So now we're ready. So the other pieces that you're going to need, and I am using this paper. This is a returning designer series paper this year. It is called Toile, and one of the pieces has this really nice little buffalo check, gingham check in red and green, so we're going to make a green one. These two pieces you're going to need are, and I didn't even write it on here, this is 3 inches by 1 7/8, and a piece that's 3 inches by 1 3/4. And I will have all these measurements plus these two pieces in the description of the video, so you won't need to write that down because evidently I forgot. All right, so we're just going to attach those on. And one piece is a little bigger than the other, so you're going to need to make sure you get the right piece on. The bigger piece, got to get my ruler out now. I can't tell which side's bigger because they're only 1/8 of an inch difference, but it is enough. So that's the 2-inch side. So this is going to be, this is the bigger side. Okay, the other end, we're actually going to round the corners of it, and we're going to use this detailed trio bunch. We're just going to put it right in, you press it right in the middle, and it makes a nice rounded corner. And then we're going to do the same with this piece. We're just going to do 2 of the corners. I'm going to make sure I've kind of got it going the right way, so we want to do these 2. Oops, that thing slid. I'm just going to put that in. And then And do the other one. There we go. Then we're just going to adhere that right to the front. Okay. And now we are ready to put in our Post-it note holder. These are the Post-it note holders that I used. They are, I like the Post-it brand. They just seem to work a little bit better. These they come in different sizes, so sometimes you have to be careful. These have 100 sheets on them, so I'm just gonna cut this open because it's a brand new pack here. So, because we only need one, so we're just going to use one. Got to open it up here. And what we're going to use to attach it to the inside of this is we're going to put some tear and tape on the back. You could use glue, the multi-purpose glue. That works really well. This is just not as messy, so it works just a little bit better, but it'll stick really well. So I got to figure out which side it's going to open, and we're just going to run a couple of these strips along the back, just like this. I do about 4. I do on the 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. You can put more if you want. It's really not going to go anywhere once you get it in there. And then we're just going to peel these off. And take these off on this end. And now we're ready to put it on the inside. So you do want to make sure that you've got the top at the top here. And you're just going to carefully line it up right where it's going to fold. Just like that. Just give it a good press, and see, now there you go. It's already ready. Now we do need to keep it closed, and we do need to decorate the front. So we're going to decorate the front first. So I have 2 pieces. This, I do have the measurements. This is a piece of Very Vanilla. It is 1 3/4 by 1 1/4, but I did cut it out with these rectangle stitch dies, and I used this one right here. This is a great set. You can make all kinds of stuff, but this one is just the perfect size for what I wanted to do. And then I cut this piece of cardstock that matches at 2 inches by 1 1/2 inches, so they'll fit right on top of each other like that. So the sentiment that I chose for my stamp, because this was a wish list for them, this is a retired set, but it has right here, it has a wishing you everything on your list, which was just the perfect sentiment. So don't get rid of your old stamp sets, because you never know when it might have the perfect thing of just what you need. And I'm going to stamp this in Garden Green ink, because that's the color that matches. And I'm just going to ink this up really good. I think my ink pad is getting kind of dry, so that's why I'm kind of stamping it everywhere. Make sure I get enough ink on it. And I'm just going to put it right in the middle. Just like that. Close this up so I don't get my hand in it. And then we're just going to attach this piece to there. Put it on just like that. And then we're going to attach this right to the middle of this one. Okay, just like that. Oh, did I get that on straight? Looks a little crooked. Let me fix that. I can. Try it this way. Of course, it has lines on here. You'd think I would get it straight the first time. There we go. Okay, so now we need a way to keep it closed. You can use magnets I've seen people do that. Usually the magnets are really tiny. I chose to use these Velcro fasteners. They're 5/8 of an inch, so they're a pretty good size, and you get 75 of them in a box, so you can make a whole lot of these, or you can use these for other things. So they actually give you two separate things. One is the top and one's the bottom. So I'm just going to cut one off. There's one. And I'm going to cut one of these off. There's the other one. And you probably hard to see these, but one looks more clear than the other. One looks a little whiter. The whiter one is the top one. This one has more of the sticky part on it. So I go ahead and put them together while they're still on the little sheet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel it off very carefully. That's the top one. And I'm just going to put it right in the middle. My thing here, just press it down a little bit. Peel this piece off. Then I'm just going to close it up. And there you go. Just give it a good press. And there you go. Now it opens and closes real easy. It's, you know, the magnet makes it a little bumpier because the magnet's thicker, so I kind of like the Velcro. Plus, I know it'll last a long time. It's not going to fall off, and it's all done. There you go. There's one in red. Now you can see what they both look like, and you can tell it just took just a few minutes to make. And if you're making a lot of these, it's real easy to make a whole bunch all at once and to give them to all your friends. I hope you have a great day, and see you next time.